Hello everyone, welcome to DevOps for You family. My name is Rajeshwaran. Welcome to our video. Today the topic is all about Terraform. We are going to learn how can we install the Terraform and what is the prerequisite to automate. We are going to see how we can deploy a EC2 instance using Terraform in AWS cloud. Let's go to the video. Okay. So now this is the prerequisite. So the prerequisite to use Terraform is like we need to first download the Terraform, then we need AWS CLI, and we need to create access key and secret key in AWS, and we need to create the .terraform.tf files. Okay, first let me grab this URL. So if you see, we can able to just go and download based on the OS what we are having. I'm having Windows, so I have downloaded this one. And once we downloaded the Terraform, we will get a zip file. If I go here, if you see, this is a zip file, and I have just this is a zip file I extracted here, and the version, this is a zip file and I extracted here. This is the 1.7.2. okay, so once we have this one, I just created a folder here that is called Terraform 1.74, and I have moved the exe here. Now once that is done, I need to go to this, open this system property and go to advanced and go to environment variable, and you have to just click this path and edit. And if you see, we have to create a new the path where we have the Terraform exe. If you see, I have just created this c colon terraform dot 1.7. I have pointed this folder where my exe was placed, newly downloaded exe, and I just moved that into the upper line. So yeah, that's the thing I done. And the second prerequisite, once we download the install and the Terraform, then we need to download and install this AWS CLI. And if I go here, this we have to just go to this URL and just click this one, and it will download this one. I already downloaded this one and I have installed that one. So if you go here, this is the one, it will just download it, and it will just try, we just go with the install this CLI. Okay, so this is the second prerequisite. The final prerequisite is to create a user ID, that is how we have to interact with the AWS, right? There needs to be a mechanism. I will be creating a resource in Terraform through in the AWS through Terraform. So there will be a, we need to authenticate to AWS, right? So for that, we need to create access key and secret key. I will walk you through how this can be made. You go to, if you log into the AWS console and just click for IAM, that is called like identity and access management. If you go, you can create a user. I already created, I will walk you through. Anyway, the username is Terraform, I created previously. If you just create a user, let me create demo, or yeah, demo, yeah, demo Terra, this is my user. And no need to create the, give the AWS management console access. And this one I'm attaching, I need to attach a policy, so I'm here attaching this administrator access policy. Why that? So because if I need to create resources in AWS, if you know, already know the AWS, there are a lot many resources we can deploy, right? That is a EC2 instance, and storage, RDS, and load balancer, and auto scaling group. Every resources we need to create. So if we want to limit the user to deploy only the EC2, you can just create or limit the access. But I'm going to use this username which I already created, like Terraform, that I have provided with administrator access. And I have to go next, and I have to just create the user. So once we create the user, you have to just go through this one, and you have to go to the security credential, and you have to just create a access key. If you see here, right, create access key and go to this one, next, and I have to just agree this one, and yeah, next, create access key. So This will create a username and password that needs to be exported, or we need to create that one to authenticate to Terraform. That I will show you. Okay, so this is very confidential things. You suppose not to share this one to anybody. So this is your private access key and secret key. So I'm not going to like use this one since I have already created with the Terraform this one. So I'll be just deleting this user. Okay, I'll be demo okay, fine. We're deleting this. Okay, after getting this access key and secret key, we need to set this access key and secret key. So there are multiple ways. I will go through three easy way. One is to export this one. If you are using WSL, so you just go and export this access key, and you have to provide the access key ID and secret key. So that way you can able to do. But the other way is you have create a variable file, and you have to put that access key, secret key, and the region here. And if you have the instance, if you I have already provided that df, this I created, that I walk you through my next video. Here we have to use this access key, where that access key, and where that secret key, and where that region, that will be getting the values from this file. I don't want to hard code any value here. So what I did was, the way I did, I have created a profile. So new profile pointing to the profile name I created like dfu. So how you can create this one, there will be a couple of ways. So the way I created, first, if you go with the small easy way, aws configure. This is the reason we have to download that aws cli. So yeah, so once you type this aws configure, it will ask for the access key, secret key, and the region. So this way, this will create a default entry. Okay, so but I want to create a profile name like dfu or some specific profile name, so that in my provider.df file I will be just pointing that profile name here. Okay, so I'll be listing the way I created my profile, and I'll show you how the way I did. Okay, so here, if I go to here, so suppose you want to create a profile name with something else instead of the default profile, you can just go through, like I will get demo, and then it will ask for a username and password. Then you have to input everything here. Okay, fine. But if you go to the C users, this is the default path where all the credential will store. Okay, you see there is two files. One is config, another one is credential file. I'm not going to expose my credential file, but I will show you the config file. So if you see, this is the profile dfu, region equals I have selected my region as US East, and I have couple more profile, that will be Rajesh AWS profile, Rajesh, and Jenkins and DevOps. This is for our all our upcoming videos for the CI/CD part. Okay, so again I'm saying how you can create this one. If you just point this one with any name, whatever you need, and you can able to set the name in your variable.tf file here. Sorry, in the provider.tf. If here I have pointed here, right? So I will show you how I'll be listing that one. So if you see profile name dfu and manually created, access key, secret key, and the region, I'm pointing into my EC2TF, like I have a couple of files. Okay, now action. So how can I create a EC2 instance? So that video I will we can go to the detailed explanation what is this EC2.tf, provider.tf, readme, and variable. Now just for the action, how can we a demo, how can we create a EC2 instance in AWS? Okay, so first command is to initialize the provider, that is TE or AFO or Terraform init. This will download the required provider from the internet. So how this will know like which provider I'm using? If you see my in provider df, I'm using provider as AWS. So it will go and fetch the required provider and it will create a directory called .terraform. In that, if you see, there will be a provider called provider AWS that will be get downloaded into this folder in .terraform, and there are also one .terraform.log file will be created. This will have the version of our AWS things. So if I go here, I have mentioned this in provider.tf. If you see, yeah, this is the version. Okay, fine. Now after the Terraform plan, we need to go with the Terraform. After the Terraform init, we need to go with Terraform plan. So before I enter the command, I will show you. I have the readme with me. So this is the command. First command is terraform init, then terraform plan. Terraform plan will show you what is the expected, that will be, it's kind of a dry run, I can say, what you are going to deploy. So it will be a dry run what it will be going to deploy in the AWS console. Okay, so now as per my configuration, it will create one EC2 instance. Okay, so we see one to add. Okay, and the instance I have created, I'm going to create is a AWS instance, that is AC2. Okay, I'll show you. If I go and do apply, if I just apply, it will ask for my approval, so I'll be going with auto approve. Okay, so this will create one EC2 instance in my AWS console. If I go to my AWS console, I'll be just go and search for this EC2, and if I go to instance, yeah, if you see, this is in pending state, right? Yes, but if you notice one thing here, the tag, that is the name is missing here, right? Will now show the power of automation. So if you want to create an instance through console, the admin click way, like this is a pain, and we need to create all, we need to give all the input here as like server name, that is the tag name we are going to apply now, and the OS, and the instance type, keypad, everything. We need a networking, we are going with the default Amazon VPC. That's the reason we are not inputting any uh, network related stuff. Yeah, let me show you. Like, so if you see, this is in running state now, and there will be a two checks. One is status check and another one is, this will be kind of a check that will happen from the background, from the Amazon in the background. If you go, it should be always to pass to, then will be, then the instance will be in the ready state. Okay, so now meanwhile, I now like I need to update my name of the server, right? So how quickly we can done this? So I have script here in the AWS, so I'll be just enabling this one. This I already have it on my script, so I need to name that as a web server. Okay, I just tag this one again. I'm going to plan this one. I'm not going to apply this, kind of a dry run. I'm going to get what is my expectation, like I'm going to do like update. If you see this one, there will be a small like hello, like this one, right? So tilde symbol. So this is telling that I have a small update, that I am going to create a tag name called web server. Okay, for this instance. So that is our expectation right here. I need to have a web server naming here on the name. So I'll be going to apply the Terraform apply here now, and yeah, that's it. It will create a tag here. Yeah, you see, this is the magic of the automation. Now if you see, I have created a web server with a few of coding lines instead of I'm going into the console. I will walk you through all the code and I will publish this code in the GitHub in my CI/CD videos. If you see, still it's in initializing stage, and for any reason, if I want to create 50 instance, you think if I go and create 50 instance, launch instance by 50 times, that will we have many human errors and it will time consuming process, right? So in this, using this Terraform, how I will be tackling that? Okay, there will be a meta argument called count, that already I'm having one instance, like I'm going to have another 49, so that it will be 40 plus 1 50, right? So I need to just disable this tag and I'll be using this tag, so that it will go and this code will run in the background 49 times to create this one using this meta argument. And the naming convention is web server 0, so count is starting from 0, so I have added one, so that will be the server name is, tag name is web server 01 to 50. So let me just, I'm not going to apply this one, I'll just show you what is the power of automation. So if I plan, you will see it's going to create another 49 instance, so we no need to like do anything. If you see, so it is 48, so already I have created 149, right? So probably I will change this to 50 and I'll be again planning this one. Yeah, so 49, and the tag, one tag it will change because it's going to it's not going to destroy anything, it will only update the tag. First tag it will be like without 0, right? It will add the tag is server name as 01. Yeah, so if you see, I'll show you, probably I will change this to 2 and I'll show you what is the change and how this is happening. So if you see, this is the 43 server, right? And the name will be like 44. Okay, what I will do, I'll just go here and what I will do, I'll just go and create two, so that you can able to see another one more server will be created here. Yeah, so this is the power of automation. So now I'm going to create, using count the meta argument, two servers here. Yeah, so it will go and create one to add, that means another one, already one server is running, I'm going to create one more server, that is the reason it's showing one to add and one to change. What is the change? It is going to change the tag name. Previously if you see, it will not having 01, right? Now this will go into, my expectation is this is what I'm expected here is web server 1 and web server 2, that was the naming convention I need. So yeah, right? So if you see web server 1 and web server 2, right? So this is the first server we already created, and this is the second server it is creating now, and this is the power of automation. And if I want to just connect this one, I will go here and I will just connect using this instance connect through the web browser. Yeah, here you go, right? We can able to connect. And for you, I want to just create one more instance. What I have to do, I have to come here 03, this is just for it one, and yeah, I'm going to apply one more thing so that the name will be, the third server will be, web server will be created with web server 3. Yes. You see, this is the power of automation using the Terraform. Okay. So now the third server is getting created. It's getting deployed. Uh, Fine. So if I want to just, if I leave this server, I will be having again 750 hours credit for Amazon, but this is just for a testing, right? I just want to delete the server. There is again a command called Terraform destroy. Once this creation is done, let me, yeah, you see, complete one added. Now I want to destroy everything, right? For that one, we need to go with Terraform destroy, and this is also ask permission. I will just, if I'm not giving auto approve, it will go and ask me for a prompt to confirm this one. If I'm not giving auto approve, yeah, you see, enter a value, yes. Now this is going to delete all the instance, mean 3 instance from the console. It will get terminated, you see, shutting down. Yeah, thank you guys, thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you like this content. Thank you. And within couple of minutes this will going to terminating state, so that it will be get destroyed from the console also. Let me show you this one, and let me wind up the video now. Yeah, yeah, you see, all the instant is going to terminated state. Thank you.